A very warm welcome to your daily dose of The Social Show, your one-stop shop for all things social investment, social responsibility, and of course, shared value. It's a sunny Friday, and I, for one, cannot wait for the weekend. It's a long one, and I really need the rest. But more importantly, I'd like to wish everybody a fantastic Heritage Weekend. I hope you make those sort of unique African dishes. You don't get to eat sort of on a regular day. I hope you sent me some of the recipes as well. Anyway, if you would like to chip in today's show, do not hesitate to tweet us at Brand Live Radio or Social One TV on Twitter. Or if you have a message or information that could change somebody's life, you can email us on press@social-tv.co.za. And also, if you would like to call in, you can on 0011 083 8606. And I'm not alone in studio today. I have some special guests for you. But before we get into that, before I let the cat out the bag, let's get into the CSI headlines. According to Data Statistics SA, around 2.9 million South Africans are living with disabilities, yet only 1% have jobs. The statistic is what gave birth to what Richard Bryan, CEO of iLearn, is calling a South African learning solution company, which offers a range of learnership, short courses, and digital learning solutions. He also stresses that an urgent intervention is necessary to boost unemployment levels among the country's disabled. To demonstrate iLearn's commitment to growing the amount of employed disabled South Africans, the organization has partnered with Altec Netstar, and for the next 12 months, learners with hearing loss will be trained to monitor the video feeds that are an integral element of the fleet management systems of one of the country's largest bus operators. Benefits for the learners include a fixed-term employment contract and a generous allowance for the duration of the program, an opportunity to enter the job market and appeal to the current and future employees, and lastly, a nationally recognized qualification. That sounds fantastic. And second in our news, the non-profit organization Surgeons for Little Lives has launched its second big project to build a lactation unit and breast milk bank at Soweto's Chris Hani Baragwana Academic Hospital. Fundraising has gone up to 6 million at a recent event. The unit will have 4 components: an educational facility for antenatal and postnatal education, a lactation facility where mothers and donors can express in a supported environment, a milk pasteurizing plant, and a breast milk bank. And lastly, in our news, Nedbank has launched its first ever solar branch in Mwasa in the Eastern Cape using Solar Turtle, a mobile service provider owned by members of the Mwasa community. According to Nedbank, more than 69% of the Mwasa community is economically inactive and depends on child support grants, with employment concentrated among teachers and small-scale entrepreneurs. The solar branch is situated in a rural area and will enable community members to access financial services such as cashless banking and make use of digital payment solutions through MasterPass, a digital payment app from Nedbank that saves client payment information in a digital storage facility to simplify purchasing. And that concludes our news for today.
brandlive.co.za.
Have you ever thought about the power of social media? Social media has the power to make your business grow. Yeah. Why don't you let us manage your social media? Because our business is to see your business grow. Visit us at www.bstownmedia.co.za.
You're listening to brandlive.co.za, an industry first in the world of internet radio. Not only are we an internet radio station, we are an internet radio platform for your brand. So why not expose your brand to potentially thousands of listeners and improve your customer relationships and brand equity with podcasts and live broadcasts? Be sure to check brandlive.co.za for more information. brandlive.co.za, harnessing the power of internet radio.
back on the social show. Of course, we have a special guest, as I said before. I went on to the break, is that Johnson's Baby are on a mission to reframe parents' skin care decisions for their babies. They are looking to achieve this through the Johnson Baby Healthy Skin Project, and this project that aims to improve the lives of about 3 million babies in South Africa by 2020. There's so many different elements to this project, including their long-standing relationship with Njani Clinics, which I think is fantastic, where you see sort of the brand support professional nurses who are also owners of the Njani Clinics in offering better and affordable healthcare options for mothers and babies of South Africa. There's also a vegetable garden in the mix, which has also been implemented in the clinics, and we'll be chatting about this great synergy between Johnson Baby and Njani Clinics in a little bit. And as I said, I have a guest on in studio today who is a little bit late. I have to tell the people that you're a little bit late, but you're here. Thank God.
I just learned never to trust Google Maps.
Don't trust Google Maps. Don't trust Google Maps. I've got Leorna. I don't know how to say your name properly.
Leorna.
I'm sorry. I call you Leo. I got Leorna.
Leo is fine.
Moya, who's the project manager, representative from Johnson's Baby, rather, and she is going to be telling us a little bit about this amazing project and this amazing partnership. Thank you so much for coming, by the way. Welcome. It's my first time meeting you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. I think let's just get straight into it. I think it's such an interesting initiative. Let's talk a little bit about Baby Healthy Skin Project. Where did it begin and why?
We launched this project in May this year.
Yes.
And the reason why it was launched is because there is such a great need for education around this topic. A lot of new moms and also experienced moms do not know about the importance of healthy skin for babies.
Yes.
They do not know about the importance of taking care of baby skin. And one thing that I've learned from being around is also the fact that a lot of mothers are not aware of how dangerous is it to use like the same soaps products that we use as adults on babies.
Yeah.
They do not know because some households, especially households where they cannot really afford to buy a lot of products a month, so they just settle for one common soap that everyone uses in the house and everything.
Wow.
But they do not realize that they're actually harming the baby skin.
That is so scary. So this is where the birth of the Baby Healthy Skin Project. So what is different about this project? What is it that makes it so unique?
Firstly, it's our big promise that we are making. Johnson's has promised that they're going to reach over 3 million babies by 2020.
Yes.
And this will be done through education, where mothers will be educated about skin health for babies. And it will also be done by providing treatment through the Njani Clinics.
Yes.
We have vouchers that we also give to mothers so that they can go and redeem them at the Njani Clinics and make sure that they check their kids. And also, we also have materials that we give out to the different clinics. We have detail aids that we leave with our nurses at the Njani Clinics.
Wow.
And any mother can just ask if they can just go through it with the nurse, and they can explain about how the differences between adult skin and baby skin, and why baby skin needs to always stay moisturized, and all the important details. And also we leave like posters, flyers, so that they can take it home as well in case they forget.
Yes.
And we also leave a product, obviously, to get them started and to actually see the difference for themselves.
For this in the skin. That's amazing. Tell us about this partnership with Njani Clinics and all the things you've been doing thus far with Njani Clinics. I know it's been such an amazing synergy, and I've been seeing around. And Njani Clinics is already such a great NGO. Well, not even NGO, but clinic. So let's tell us a little bit about that.
Njani is an NGO, the Njani Clinics, and Johnson's partnered with them because they are new, they are fresh, and they are there to also assist communities that cannot afford. Because the thing is, Njani Clinics saw the gap in our communities where some parents cannot afford to go and consult at a doctor, for example. But they also cannot take standing in a long queue at a government facility.
With a baby.
That's the thing. And with babies, you always, as a mother, you also have that anxiety that you want your baby checked ASAP. And when you have a line and a queue where you have to stand for hours and then you get a number, this is the reality that mothers face. You walk a few kilometers to the clinic. You get there, it's a long queue. You had to wake up early in the morning, and your baby is irritated because they are sick. And the next thing, you get a number, and because of the heavy burden that our government facilities have, they can't even see you that day. You have to come back tomorrow or something. You get there, the number does not matter anymore. We all know the reality. So what the Unjani clinics do, therefore, they offer private healthcare. And they were started by Linda Toussaint.
Okay.
And basically what she did is she got old shipping containers.
Lovely.
And the different sponsors came on and they filled these containers with medical equipment. They got to different communities and asked for, they looked for unemployed black nurses. And therefore they went and then they took those nurses to workshops, training, and after all that, they chose one nurse and headed over the clinic to her, and that's exactly how they do. And now they have I think it's now over 34 clinics in 4 different provinces thus far. So
they're growing.
They are growing. Recently, they even opened branches in Mpumalanga, which is amazing.
Yes.
And we it's just beautiful because we want this to be national, and we want everyone to access this project through the different space. So through radio, through television, we are able to educate.
Yes.
But more people are calling us out from different provinces, asking us when is Unjani getting there. But because it is an NGO, it does depend on sponsorship. It does take time to get them rolled out.
That's amazing. I love this. I really do. Can you just tell us a little bit more about Arbor Day? I know you guys had a vegetable project that also launched in conjunction with Unjani Clinics, which I also thought was interesting. From your brand. I mean, why would you guys even get into vegetables and that kind of thing? So now it really humanized Johnson a little bit more for me. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Basically, the idea was because this Unjani clinics are in new spaces, new areas, and they've become they're right in the middle of different communities.
Okay.
And when you go there, the nurses will tell you most of their patients suffer from malnutrition. They suffer from different type of different kind of illnesses, and basically we saw a need to also educate people that healthy skin is not just external. Healthy skin starts with what you eat, what you drink, and it goes outside. And we wanted to it was just a way of Johnson's saying that, guys, grow your own food. Take care of your health as well, so that you can have good health at the end of the day. And also, it's just also to motivate mothers, because as a mother, you want to feed your child, and not everyone can afford it. But if you start up a garden, you'll have healthy food in your backyard.
Yes.
So we started this with Ilza Sanders, former Miss Earth.
Yes.
And she's passionate about this. And we went around 3 different Unjani clinics, one in Villa Lisa, and then another was in Klipfontein. And we ended up in Orange Farm. And everyone, they all appreciated the gardens, from the nurses to the community members, because they actually came out to help us with the gardening and everything. And you can just see it, and others just did not have the knowledge. That's the thing. So when you get there, they ask you, but when do you water this? And I had this vegetable in my backyard, it died after this period and everything. And it was just sharing and saying, let's grow our own food, and let's also take care of ourselves.
I really love it. I love the fact that you're looking at mothers and you're looking at the baby, not just sort of how to take care of the baby, but you also need to get the mother involved.
Mommy needs to be happy.
Mommy needs to know what's going on.
Mommy needs to be happy, and she needs to also take care of herself in order to take care of her baby.
And she needs to learn the habits. I think it's such a habit thing. Like when you learn how to do it right from the beginning, imagine how many more mothers, from her daughters to their daughters are going to know the information. So it's amazing. Okay, we're going to be talking to a doctor in a little bit. Hopefully he's going to be calling in, but we're going to take a short break. And once that's done, we're going to be talking to Dr. Carol Hlela, a pediatric dermatologist at Red Cross War Memorial Children's Hospital in Cape Town. And she's going to be talking to us a little bit more about how to prevent, irritation of the skin, how to make sure that our mothers know better, how to make sure that they, don't go to doctors so many times. How can they really make the situation or the environment a little bit more conducive for the baby? That's after the break.
brandlive.co.za.
Have you ever thought about the power of social media? Social media has the power to make your business grow. Grow! Yeah! Why don't you let us manage your social media? Because our business is to see your business grow. Visit us at www.beastownmedia.co.za.
Harnessing the power of talk radio. brandlive.co.za. Making a bold statement yet blending into the surrounding suburbs of Melville, 27 Boxes is a realization of edgy design and practical implementation. A radical departure from the shopping malls of our generation, yet not a return to the high streets of our youth. 27 Boxes showcases the best of a shopping centre set in a garden, surrounded by the bohemian suburb that is Melville. 27 Boxes, shop, play, eat. brandlive.co.za.
You're back on the social show, and I want to say again, if you'd like to chip in today's conversation, or you want to ask Leo a few questions about what you can do, what can be done, don't hesitate to tweet us at Brand Live Radio or at Social One TV on Twitter. And if you have a message or information and that could change somebody's life, or you want to know more about something, how you can change your life, if you're a new mother, email us on press@social-tv.co.za. The time, it's 9 minutes to 10, so we've got about 9 minutes with the doctor. And as I said, she's going to be calling in from Cape Town. I was reading her bio and I was like, wow, what have I done with my life? I felt so what am I doing? Underachieving.
Yeah, she's amazing.
She's really amazing. She's really amazing. I love that you have put her in this position, because I think it's very important that you have that knowledge and expertise.
No, we had to. And it's also a passion that she also shares. So
Yes.
we, as someone who works at a children's hospital, and she's a pediatric dermatologist at the end of the day, she's able to assist us with the facts. She's also a lot of people, like when we were launching and when they were listening to her, the way she was talking about this project and about skincare for babies, you can just tell that this person is passionate about this project, and this person actually knows what she's talking about at the end of the day.
That's lovely, and I really can't wait for her to call in. Still waiting for her to call in. But anyway, let's just move on. What other projects can we look forward to in the last few months? I mean, it's not September. I always feel like at the end of the month or end of the year, like the people start slowing down. Companies start, not really getting involved anymore. It's like, oh, we did our part. What is it that we can sort of look forward to? The baby healthy skin project going forward.
We still have a lot. We also have baby massage classes that we also offer. We really do go all out for our mothers, where we are teaching mothers about how to massage their babies.
Wow.
And we also have an India giving back a project that we are looking at doing. And basically we are going to have all our influencers, all the ambassadors, everyone who's been assisting us, media.
Yes.
We're going to invite all of
So
you
I'm
to
going to
come.
be there.
Yes, you have to come and share with us within
I would
that day,
love
and
to.
we'll be reflecting on the year and
Beautiful.
also a way forward.
Definitely. And as I said, we have the doctor on the line, Dr. Hlela, who's a pediatric dermatologist, as I said, at the Red Cross War Memorial Children's Hospital in Cape Town, who is, among so many other things, also one of the only 2 pediatric dermatologists in the country championing as a leading specialist in baby and child skincare. Thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Hlela.
Good morning, Viwe.
Thank you so much for being on the show. I know it's a bit early, but thank you for waking up.
Pleasure, man.
Thank you. So I know there's nothing quite like a baby crying from diaper rash or cradle cap or other skin conditions. Many babies are sort of prone to skin irritation in their first few months. How severe can it really get, or have you seen it get in your industry?
Yes, Viwe. I will get to the point where I'll tell you about the severity, but I think my role is to just remind parents and the community out there how important the skin is, because
Yes.
it's basically the severity that we're talking about has got to do with poor understanding of the importance of the skin in protecting babies, in protecting that baby's health.
Yes.
The skin the skin at that stage, and the very first few months of life in a baby, at least up until 2 years, is very vulnerable.
Yes.
It's 30% thinner than that of an adult. It loses moisture easily, but because of that inherent weakness in that baby at that stage, it's prone to infections, it's prone to dryness and therefore infections, and unfortunately those infections can compromise overall baby health.
Yes.
So yes, by severity, we're talking about it starting off very lightly as dry skin, but having a potential of allowing that child to acquire infections that can eventually compromise them. That's how severe it can be. And some patients or some kids have succumbed to severe infections as a result.
Definitely. And I mean, skin is apparently the largest or the biggest organ. So I completely understand when you say you have to make sure that there's nothing from the beginning. How do we prevent these situations, skin irritation if, these mothers can't really go to the doctor as frequently?
Well, first and foremost, mothers should just remember that they need to empower themselves about how to look after baby skin. And if they do so, they will protect that baby's overall health generally.
Yes.
And as a result, they will lessen the frequency of doctor visits. But how to do that is by them remembering that they should be careful with what they apply on baby skin. Really think twice before they use products on the skin, and not think that the products that they use for family are suitable for baby.
Yes.
So it's thinking quickly before they apply anything, but once they've decided what to apply, make sure that for bathing in particular, they use products that have been specially formulated for baby skin.
Yes.
And they then have to make sure that they moisturize accordingly, and of course they need to protect baby from the sun.
Yes.
So it's a multi-pronged approach, but
Yes.
it starts with empowerment,
Information.
Empowering them with information. Exactly, ma'am.
Exactly. So I'm pretty sure that overall hygiene also plays an important part in the process. How important is it that mothers are also educated about that role in terms of where does your child sit? What are they touching? What are they playing with in terms of hygiene?
Yeah. With hygiene, I want to more hammer on the hygiene of the parents,
Yes.
more than that of a child, because we in our skin, particularly our fingers, we have a lot of germs that would otherwise not cause a problem if it's the other skin that is exposed is an adult skin. But we have our germs as adults those germs, when they penetrate baby skin, they have a potential of causing more serious problems.
Yes.
But only because that baby skin is still it's inherently weak at that stage, and therefore germs that would otherwise not cause a problem if it was an adult skin that was exposed in a baby will cause serious problems. So mothers should be very careful in terms of hand hygiene.
Yes.
And hygiene in general.
Yeah.
For themselves, and when they do so, they in turn protect baby.
Thank you so much for your time, Doctor. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
That was Dr. Hlela, pediatric dermatologist as well. Only one of the only doctors who was championing the leading specialist in baby and child skincare. Lastly, let's just finish off with information on how to get more involved in these projects. If I'm a young mother and I'm listening right now, or if I am trying to sponsor and want to get involved with Unjani clinics, where do I go?
Firstly, you can just follow #Johnson's Baby Health.
Okay.
#Unjani Clinic.
Yes.
In all social media
platforms.
We do always make sure that anyone who does anything for the project uses those hashtags so that everyone can just go into them and follow up on what we're doing. But you can also follow at Dr. Hlela on Instagram.
Lovely.
And I'm also going to put up, I'm going to
Some
give you
more
all
information.
all the handles so that
Lovely.
you can put it up there and everyone can follow it.
Okay.
And yeah, so basically everyone just look out for your nearest Unjani clinic. Look out for when next the Johnson Healthy Skin Project is coming in. And we always just have different excursions on a monthly basis. All our influencers, including Dr. Hlela, are always conducting interviews and educating. So look out for that as well. And look out for, we have different videos on YouTube for the Johnson Healthy Skin Project when we're launching. And you can always just find out all the information, and we're just trying to get out there and just try to get everyone involved.
Yes.
So if you see anything happening there, an excursion happening, and you see us busy planting vegetables, don't walk by, just join in.
Definitely. And you can definitely find all of these hashtags and these handles on our social media page, which is on Brand Live Radio, as well as on social TV. Thank you so much for being here, Leo. I know it's been a crazy morning, but it's a normal Friday and it's a long weekend.
It is.
So-
Yeah, looking forward to that.
Yes, me too. Oh my word. That's it from us at Social TV, your one-stop shop for all things social investment, social responsibility, and of course, shared values. Sunny Friday, as I said. It's a beautiful weekend. Have an amazing Heritage weekend. And don't forget those recipes if you do cook anything interesting. Thank you so much for listening. We'll be back again on Monday, same time, same place, only on The Social Show.
brandlive.co.za. Harnessing the power of talk radio. brandlive.co.za. Guess who got brands talking? brandlive.co.za.